scale. It's going to make it a little big for, oh no, I guess that's about right. If you did want it closer down to here, it's fine, but this will work fine. So we got the head in here. If we want to do a wrap, we can just really quickly go in here and make a pattern. Let's do just like a long, thin scarf here. And then we can kind of position this scarf here. It's been a while since I've been in Marvelous. So let's see if I can remember how to do this here. So the thing about this is you're going to want to, and I don't do a lot of wraps, like I do mostly just like moving stuff around. As far as like just doing a pattern that actually fits to the head and stuff, or that fits to a body like a shirt and pants and stuff. We'll give it a shot. So if I go over here, let's go ahead and change our particle distance, because I think this is fine. Okay, so this is where I would start. Now if you wanted to, you could go ahead and just start wrapping this thing around. So if you just pull and grab, you can just grab it up here and just kind of shake it free, and then just keep wrapping this. Now, if it gets a little bit tricky to kind of get this stuff to stick, you can hold down W while you drag. Like if I hit W and pull, it'll go ahead and pin. That'll save a temporary pin there. It doesn't have to be temporary. It can be something that you keep on there, but you can just, you know, kind of pin it so it kind of stays up there. And then same thing for this one. If I hit W and then drag, I can go ahead and just wrap this up and then pin it. And then I can just use this pin to kind of drag around, and it'll kind of stay pinned for me. Now if I want to, I can go over here and I can delete these. So I can delete the selected pin here if it's staying up there nicely, like so. And you can also pin it to your avatar as well. So if I didn't want to have it pinned out here, so let's go ahead and I'm going to set a pin on my actual avatar here. So I'm going to go to, where is that icon at? Again, it's been a while since I've been in here. Bear with me. Let's do, but not a buttonhole. Here it is, edit tack, and tack on avatar. So we're going to choose that one, and we're going to say, okay, I want this piece here to be tacked on the head there. And that'll go ahead and create a tack for me. So now I can go through here, and let's go ahead and right click this one, delete selected pin, hit spacebar to go ahead and resim, and then I'll go ahead and tack it to my avatar. So now in this one here, it's like, you know what, if I just made it a little bit longer, ooh, stay on there. I'm going to try and not have to tack you. Let's go ahead and turn off sim. Okay, so if I want this to be a little bit longer, I can just click on the object and say, okay, it's on this side, right? So we've got that tack. I'm going to go ahead and edit this thing. So I'm going to grab this line and just pull it out. And that'll go ahead and create some new mesh right here. If I hit spacebar, that'll go ahead and start simming it. And that'll go ahead and put these up here. And now this one I might have to wrangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit spacebar. And again, there's probably much more elegant ways to do this. I don't do a whole lot of scarves or anything like that. So honestly, you could probably Google this and find people much better at making scarves than me. More ways to do it. And also you can do folding. So if you wanted to, you could like, let me show you how to do that real quick. You can put a internal line and you can fold along that internal line, and then you can delete that internal line so you don't get the fold. So that's just a little easier way to kind of fold this thing around, as opposed to just dragging it around. That might be a little bit easier here. And you can also do, if you wanted to, you could spin the head around, or if you wanted to do wraps for an arm, you could have an arm and then save out other versions of the OBJ where it rotates, and that way you can bring those in as morph targets, and your arm will spin, and you can have the cloth kind of simming onto it, so you can kind of spin the arm underneath the cloth and have it wrap that way. A lot of different ways to do this. Come on. And depending on the type of clothing you want, or the type of cloth that you want, if you want it a little bit, you know, depending on how you want it to sim, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select this here, and we can say, you know what, I want this to be particle distance of 10. That's going to give us a little bit more resolution on our mesh, and that'll sim a little bit more accurately. And then we can go in here to our default fabric, which is what we have on here, and we can say, well, what kind of fabric do we want? And with that selected, let's go ahead and go to our presets here, and we can change it to whatever. We'll go ahead and do our trusty jerseys, whatever. Your jersey mesh here, and then we've got this wrap. Now if we want this thing while it's simming, let's go to File, Export OBJ, and we'll just throw that onto head, wrap. Okay. And the reason why I export the wrap along with the head is just for placement. So when I go back into ZBrush, actually, let's go back here, and we'll pause that. Go back into ZBrush. Go to edit mode. Control N. Import. And then we've got the head wrap here. And now I can do whatever I want to this. If I don't need the head anymore, I just need the wrap because I've got the original head here. Let me see. Subtool, append.